Venezuela's top court has moved swiftly to name Delcy Rodríguez as interim president after Nicolás Maduro's dramatic capture, placing her in charge to ensure continuity of power in a suddenly leaderless nation. U.S. Special Forces carried out a pre-dawn raid on January 3, seizing President Nicolás Maduro and his wife Cilia Flores in a high-risk operation that has shocked Venezuela and triggered a global political storm. Delcy Rodríguez has been Venezuela's vice president since 2018, overseeing much of the country's crisis-hit economy and wielding immense behind-the-scenes influence over key state institutions. She is a lawyer who studied abroad in Europe, speaks fluent English, and is increasingly seen by some foreign investors as a more market-friendly and pragmatic face of Venezuela's ruling elite. Delcy and her brother Jorge Rodríguez come from a prominent leftist political family, one that has been intertwined with Venezuela's socialist movements for decades and retains deep roots in Chavismo power circles. Their father, a well-known socialist activist, died in police custody in the 1970s, a case that became a symbol of repression and helped shape Nicolás Maduro's own ideology and lifelong hostility towards state abuses. As interim president following Maduro's capture, Delcy Rodríguez must hold together the military, the party, and the Venezuelan people. A loyalist of Hugo Chavez before Maduro, Rodríguez spent years as an international diplomat, honing her skills at the United Nations. Her training in the UK and France, combined with her fluency in English, gives her rare access to Western political and financial networks. Her brother Jorge Rodríguez, who leads the Maduro-backed National Assembly, remains a crucial power broker. Unlike Maduro and several top allies indicted on drug and corruption charges, Delcy Rodríguez currently faces no U.S. criminal cases. She has quietly cultivated back-channel contacts with U.S. oil interests, some Republican figures, and even opponents of regime change strategies. Donald Trump has publicly claimed that Rodríguez has already been sworn in as president, yet the absence of any oath ceremony on Venezuelan state TV has only deepened confusion over her formal status. Rodríguez has pushed back against Trump's narrative, insisting that Venezuela will not simply comply with Washington's demands or allow foreign powers to dictate the country's political future. She has framed the confrontation in stark terms, declaring that Venezuelans will never return to being slaves, casting resistance to U.S. pressure as a defense of national dignity and sovereignty. Yet even as she spoke in a tense national broadcast, the rolling ticker on state television continued to label her as vice president, underlining the legal and symbolic fog around this transition. Rodríguez has branded the U.S. military action illegal, demanding proof of life for Maduro and his wife and urging international organizations to condemn what she calls a violation of international law. At the same time, she has left the door ajar to talks with Washington, saying she wants respectful relations with the U.S. administration if Venezuela's sovereignty is acknowledged. Amid the chaos, some reports have suggested Rodríguez has slipped into Russia for safety, though Moscow has flatly denied that she is on its territory. According to 4 unnamed sources quoted by Reuters, Rodríguez fled to Russia soon after Maduro's capture, feeding speculation that she may be trying to govern or negotiate from afar. Russia's foreign ministry, however, has issued categorical denials, insisting that Venezuela's interim leader is not in Russia and dismissing the reports as misinformation. Maria Corina Machado, the opposition leader and recent Nobel Peace Prize laureate, is also unaccounted for after leaving Norway, heightening fears about her safety and the vacuum in the opposition camp. With Rodríguez at the center of the state and Machado emerging as a global symbol of resistance, Venezuela may now be heading toward a new, high-stakes power showdown between two powerful and very different women.